a slender older gentleman with his hair is he's almost completely bald, but what hair he does have is in a long, well-oiled ponytail. He's wearing very nice clothes. It looks like a waistcoat with a nice jacket over it.
Well,
With
that's
tails.
what nobles are supposed to look like.
Not elves, yes. And all right, the squat gentleman, who you haven't yet had the pleasure of his name, gestures to the four of you, and he goes, "These are them." And the older fellow thanks him. "Oh, thank you, sir." He walks over to the bars. He says, "Are you perhaps interested in some gainful employment?"
What have you got?
Depends on how gainful.
I mean, I don't want to be the face of the group, but it sounds like we're in.
I mean, is it gonna get us out of this cell?
Says, yes, that's what we'll do. If you help me, we'll get you out of this jail.
Do I recognize this guy? Does he have any like a mayor's chain on or anything like that? Or
Is his picture on a whole bunch of banners around town?
It's on all the money.
how about an investigation check or an insight?
I would allow an investigation. Insight wouldn't quite fit.
25.
Nice.
I know his social security number.
Yeah, you kind of look him up and down, and it does that.
Hey, Bill.
It does, it does that Sherlock thing where you identify. You're like, hey, he's probably within 65 to 70 years of age.
Well, his birthday's in 2 days.
Yeah, he's got some ink on his thumb that says he must have been writing some notes and everything. And yeah, you imagine that he is probably the deputy mayor. In fact.
Okay. So what do you need done?
Says, well, the mayor would like a word with you. So,
Very well.
if you'll come with me.
Can we get our supplies?
Yes, of course.
I will stand up and follow.
Everybody's agreeing? Because that one guy with the mutton chops and everything is kind of looking at you, make sure everybody's like, oh, yeah, we'll go. Before he opens the door.
There's no reason for us not to.
Wait for a response.
I stand up.
Okay. Alright, he unlocks it and he gestures to where all your stuff is. It's just kind of piled up in a corner.
Can you even pilot here nicely?
No.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dragonborn, so polite. Now get the hell out of here!
So I grab my gear,
Okay.
and I'll put it back on, and I'll stand by to follow.
I will follow behind the deputy mayor.
We're all fine.
That guy, he's got your bow on his back. He's like, get out of here.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
I was like,
I'm kidding.
He can if he really wants
He
to.
could, but he does
I
not do
mean,
that.
it's a normal bow.
He is holding it. He hands it back to you and he's like, this is a very nice bow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It
Alright.
really makes me quiver.
Lose your inspiration.
Alright, that's
I'm like, I can teach you how to make one if you want.
No, thank you.
Silvar, we must be along.
The older gentleman is like, yes, come along. He
I'm
leads
just
you
trying
out.
to give my knowledge out to people.
Yes,
you know,
put it back in. And so the deputy mayor leads you down the street. This is a fairly well-to-do. It's somewhere above a village, in between a town. So estimate maybe a couple thousand people live here. It's got cobblestone streets. Nothing hugely fancy. Anybody that's used to more extravagant, would notice all of the how rustic and quaint everything looks. But the rest of you is pretty nice.
These mud streets are so audacious.
You know that word.
Of course I know what audacious means.
Excellent.
Means slippery.
It means muddy.
Yes.
Yes,
That is
quite.
correct.
All right, so you're led to a fair-sized two-story building. There's a nice little hedgerow around it with like a white picket fence, and he opens that up, and it's more of a mansion than like a castle. There are no guards outside of it or anything like that, but it's got shingled roof and all that, made of brick, slightly better than all the other houses and buildings around. He leads you inside, and
What's the taxation rate in the city?
you imagine it's probably fairly high. not absorbent, not extemporaneous, but so he leads you inside. It's very nice. There's some thick carpet, which you're not used to. That's an unusual thing for all of you, really. And there's portraits hanging up. There are vases of exotic flowers everywhere. Bookshelves as he leads you into this looks like a study, you would imagine, because of all the books and desk and writing utensils and.
That's a study.
You got a 25 on your insight, didn't you?
Yeah, you know it.
And inside this room, standing sort of leaned up against the fireplace and gazing into it with a
Clearly evil.
snifter of brandy is a slender man, but he's
Thunderman.
no, but he's somewhat older. He's probably somewhere in his 50s. He's got his hair is black and it's slicked back. He's got a stylish goatee.
He's a greaser.
He's Pony Boy. I don't know. It's Pony Boy.
Pony Boy.
Who's
Where's Rizzo?
It's Pony.
Where's Agent Clarice?
It's from the Outsiders.
And
Stranger Things?
he's and he's very well dressed, but his rather than the black and silver that his deputy mayor is wearing, he's wearing lots of reds and yellows, and he's got like this bright blue sash bordered in gold around his chest.
So is that appropriate for a mayor to wear? I mean, is there? I don't know. Is there any like stipulation, like only like the king gets to wear like royal colors or anything?
It's fine since
Okay.
he's the kingdom of Evermore, where this is all taking place, is a bit on the decline. Like there's
We will
still
help it along.
There are way too many.
Yeah, one too many.
Whoa.
So like there's still a king, and there's still there's barons, and there's a whole feudal system, but it's a lot more loose, and everybody kind of does their own thing. So this guy is mayor in name, but he's more like the ruler of this town, so he can kind of do what he wants. That's unusual in the Draconian Empire and the Elvish lands because generally the elves are a little bit more, I would imagine, free. Probably don't have central leadership too much, but it's
They have nobility,
right.
and then it'd be like a
More tribal.
I would say it's like a council system, right? Where
And of course, the Draconian Empire is run by an emperor, and he rules with an iron fist, an iron claw. So it's not unusual. He's fine. He's a bit more richly dressed than you would expect for a mayor.
Okay.
A richly dressed peasant.
You wanna discuss that?
Whatever you think.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Okay.
All right, and that seems like a good spot, and then we can get back into what he says. If you want to take a break now.
oh, we're taking a break.
All right.
Is that okay?
Quite early.
Is it? We've been
We're
playing
only
for
going to like
5 hours.
8:30.
Okay, take a break. Go.
All right. Well, we shall return to the adventures of Evermore in a few minutes, and we thank you all for listening so far.
Well said.
Those are warriors of that war, right?
But there are the adventures in it more. So.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop the stream.
Can you mute it?
I muted it.
Okay.
I think,
So
let me make sure.